Bonjour à tous, ici Aquagon. C'est avec cette musique assez calme que nous nous apprêtons à commencer la quête d'Archon numéro 4 de SUMERU. J'ai réussi à vesquiller complètement les spoils et nous sommes donc directement partis. Ah, je meurs déjà. Ah oui, d'ailleurs, j'avais complètement oublié de vous dire que dans la dernière quête, à la fin, il y a un gamin qui s'est ramené parce qu'apparemment il cherche son père et du coup on a accepté de l'aider. Enfin, j'ai pas tout compris. Et apparemment, du coup, le père du gamin, ça serait un gardien de village. Nickel, au revoir. Ah oui, non, voilà, il cherche son papy. Mais je sais que c'est pas son vrai papy biologique. Bon, c'est un bordel. J'ai l'impression que personne sait où est-ce qu'il est, son grand-père. Oh, oh, Sino, qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Ok.
The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this
Ah
land.
oui, bah je pense que du coup c'est dans cette quête il va y avoir le roi des Shreks.
Of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true ruler of this land.
Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Oh.
Now, repeat everything you've just said.
Oui, beau gars. Hey, salut.
Where did you come from?
Ah, vous le connaissez pas? Bon, vous allez apprendre.
You heard what I asked.
Oh, j'aime bien.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Oui, voilà, direct, simple, net, efficace après tout.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay.
Ah, donc apparemment, quand les savants vont disparaître, le roi va ressusciter?
Go on. It's all true, sir.
Is that so?
Allez, oust.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying.
I heard that.
Sorry.
Ah, nous sommes arrivés.
Grandpa usually stays.
Attends, mais c'est quoi?
There sure isn't much here.
Cette odeur. Quelle odeur? Sinon, est-ce que vous sentez une odeur d'encens? D'encens, pardon, qu'est-ce que j'ai entendu?
Please don't say it's the same.
Oh non, pas encore de là.
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell.
Oui.
Thankfully, Tainari saved the day.
So, you know Tainari.
Oh, tu connais Tainari?
Are you two friends?
Est-ce qu'ils sont amis, c'est vrai ça? Oh.
Here it is.
Ah.
Take a look right here.
Ah oui, des empreintes, tout à fait.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Mais s'il y a des
Although
empreintes.
the traces have been completely buried in the sand.
Please, you have to save my grandpa.
Oh non, flemme. Ah, on va partir et on va revoir Halaitam. Accent allemand, mais c'est plutôt à mon stade qu'il faut prendre l'accent allemand. Enfin bref.
The resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it. The kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the
Ah,
wall.
on se fait goûter.
Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Enger, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook.
Ah, on a quelques acteurs là.
Oh,
je suis sûr, lui c'est l'un d'entre eux.
The Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the Academia.
Donc du coup apparemment le seul moyen de renverser l'académie ce serait de ressusciter le roi des Shreks, enfin le roi Scarlet là. Et c'est vrai que ça se tient et que l'académie je les aime pas. Oh, on se doute de quelque chose là. DM fait un clin d'œil, est-ce que ça veut dire qu'il faudrait que je ne pose pas de questions? Bon, elle a repéré le mec derrière, c'est bon. Allez, casse-toi, voilà, cours.
We're cheap labor, like livestock but easier to control.
Putain.
Nothing more.
Le peuple de Dia est vraiment considéré comme de la merde, hein, c'est
Even if
grave.
a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The Academia believes we're underserving.
Oh,
This is the place.
Oh merde, je crois que c'est un
This
piège.
place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Oh, mais ça explique pourquoi il y a personne. Mais attends, mais mec, c'est une embuscade.
Why don't you take a guess?
Ah bah
Go
voilà.
on. A wild stab in the dark. You're like lambs to the slaughter.
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Ah.
Enough talking. Get him.
Oh, je vais te casser la gueule.
Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Ouais.
Possible.
Y'a Kazuha derrière. Bennett Kazuha dans ta race.
So, what do you think about your
Oh, et du coup, c'est trop bien parce que c'est Dia qui fait du feu.
This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
Wait, what? Ils les ont enfermés.
All right. I'll be in touch.
Hey, salut.
It's pretty early too.
Je suis caché.
I was here yesterday to help out a little.
Mais vous leur avez fait quoi en fait?
By doing what?
sharing some interrogation techniques.
Ah, charmant.
It's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
Well,
Mercy! Please, have mercy!
Non, merci.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Oh. Aïe, aïe,
Tell you the
aïe.
truth, we don't know anything.
2.
Oh.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the
Ah,
village.
bah voilà.
Then the mystery guy takes them from there.
J'ai entendu un crack là.
Smooth.
Au revoir. Oh là 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 là, Mickey, je le veux.
woo!
Il lit son meilleur livre.
Where did you come from?
T'inquiète.
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
All right. I'll tell you what I told Alhaitham.
Alhaitham, il connaît tout depuis le début, mais dis-nous.
I have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. I think they used to use it for treating Elazar,
Oh.
but it's been abandoned for years.
Bah, allons faire un tour dans cet hôpital.
Yeah, let's go.
Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then,
Avant ça, qu'est-ce que tu vas faire, Alhaitham?
I'm taking a break.
Vas-y, vas-y. Ça me surprend même plus.
Sit down. Wait, he even brought a book to read?
Ah, ce crack, j'en ai marre.
Let Paimon see.
La position naturelle désigne le monu...
The natural position.
Quoi?
Which is the positional propensity of an entity.
You got that?
Paimon gives up.
Non. Je vois les amis, je vois les amis.
Didn't expect to see him here.
C'est qui?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
Hein?
Him being here alone means that we might be too late. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oui, bah oui, le mec qui avait la cache à rouge. Ah, flashback. Voilà, bah ouais, voilà. La cache à rouge.
The academia is behind all of this.
Évidemment comme d'hab.
With the technology of the SUMERU academia, it's entirely possible.
Quoi? Ils veulent retirer le cerveau des... Non, enfin non,
Perhaps
mais...
the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is watching them.
Ah, c'est horrible! L'académie extrait des trucs du cerveau, enfin des souvenirs ou un truc comme ça, du coup ça fait super mal. Et c'est pour ça que les gens pleurent en fait, juste ils ont mal.
The human brain.
Oh.
Paimon doesn't want to think about this.
J'avoue, d'où il connaît ça,
I'm
lui.
the academia scribe after all. I'm familiar with their projects.
Charmant.
Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind, but something went wrong in the process.
Ils veulent peut-être trouver quelqu'un qui serait capable de maîtriser la cache à rouge pour se connecter avec la forêt, enfin l'arbre divin, et peut-être carrément ressusciter la... Non? Si? J'en ai aucune idée. Je pourrais me dire que ces connaissances sont aussi liées au Fatui, à Doteré et à Scaramouche. Elles sont utilisées pour transformer Scaramouche en divinité. Ok, donc en gros, les gens utilisent le concentré de connaissances rouges pour essayer d'accéder aux connaissances divines, genre les connaissances les plus élevées possibles. Sauf que quand les gens le font, et bah ça leur bousille un peu le cerveau, ils deviennent fous. Mais par contre, s'ils arrivent à le faire, ça les connecte aux connaissances divines et du coup ils peuvent savoir comment est-ce qu'on transforme Scaramouche en dieu. C'est un bordel
The look
monstrueux.
on your face tells me you've realized the answer.
Oui, mais attends, mais tu connais Scaramouche toi? L'Académie a besoin de gens qui ont été en contact avec la conscience divine,
That's
ouais voilà.
right. But what is their ultimate goal?
Et nous on sait frérot, est-ce qu'on va te dire non?
What's the situation?
Un bordel monstrueux, t'as pas idée.
The abandoned Elazar Hospital served as the academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
If the academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be...
L'endroit où Sino vient tout juste de se rendre.
Yep, that's right.
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going.
Dia?
I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys. After him. Please, wait. I want to go too.
Non, tu restes là. Non. J'en ai marre d'avoir des gamins dans mes pattes.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Mais je m'en fous.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Là.
He is talking with the Eremites? Very interesting.
Ah, c'est pour ça qu'elle est partie.
Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Dia, why would you? Dia!
Mais ta gueule! Mais ta gueule! Excuse-moi.
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? Whose side are you on?
Ouais, je pense qu'il y a quand même de l'autre côté, mais il y a un problème.
Shut it, Paimon.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing could deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting the Scarlet King. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed the
Bah,
Scarlet
expliquez-nous avec une belle cinématique, là.
Perhaps we should.
Lucas, sa
Do
gueule.
you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the academia? These people have no value as bargaining chips, but I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage.
Oh, en vrai, ça se tente, hein. Il a pas tort, sinon les chercheurs s'en branlent total, hein. Ils peuvent faire quelques otages, les chercheurs s'en foutent complètement, alors que lui, en otage...
These scholars were exiled from the academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
Direct.
Wait, you can't be serious.
Bah si, c'est plus drôle.
You want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
Precisely.
Let's go. Mec, je veux un lifetime, il est génial, hein. C'est pas grave.
Well, that would be bad luck for me.
Think you can talk me over with that?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the academia.
I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
Parfait.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm.
Quoi?
Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the academia, you need to steel yourself.
Quoi?
You can't be
Quoi?
afraid.
Attends, quoi? Elle sacrifie son bras pour la confiance? Quoi?
An arm from the flame mane. You've piqued my interest.
C'est pas possible parce qu'on pourra plus la jouer après.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Parfait. On a un arrangement. Évidemment, c'est faux, hein. On va lui casser la gueule.
Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
What the fuck? Bon bah sinon, vas-y. Hein. Nadia.
Stop.
Aha! Magnifique.
You and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers.
Au moins maintenant il a la preuve qu'on est digne de confiance.
Cutting my own kin to pieces. You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon.
Oh lui je l'aime bien en fait.
Is everything ready?
Ah oui.
Absolutely.
Ah, c'est vrai qu'on doit procéder à
You
l'échange
brought
d'otages.
fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Salut mec. Ah c'est lui. C'est le papy.
Raman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
J'ai pas
It's
compris.
a one-for-one exchange.
Oh putain.
Sounds fair, don't you think?
Oh l'enculé. Tu veux le frapper?
You stay right there.
Pardon? Il se passe quoi? 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 Qu'est-ce qui se passe? What the... Bagarre! Oh! Elle est trop forte! Elle est trop forte! On peut aller l'aider ou non? Elle est tellement forte.
Coward, why are your hands shaking?
The fuck?
Wait a second, it's a earthquake!
Pardon? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Mec! C'est Naïda? Non, c'est les connaissances divines. C'est quoi, je comprends pas? C'est Naïda? Mec! Naïda, c'est toi? Tout le monde va bien. Mec, Dia, mais quel crack! Ils ont tous leur scène de bagarre, hein, vraiment, c'est...
This day's going just great.
Mind your head.
Attention à votre tête.
This isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted Lord has shown us the way to his sacred palace.
He's not actually gonna go in there, is he?
Oh
As
non!
it happens, I want to take a look inside too. Two major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them
Oui,
both.
allez, allons-y. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on va trouver à
It's
l'intérieur?
full of life here.
Ah bah ça commence
This
bien, du coup c'est pas du
defies
tout abandonné.
comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside.
And there's so many plants.
Ok, c'est un rapport avec Kusanagi. Mais de toute façon, je crois que c'est un rapport avec la Molrani Kusanagi, enfin, j'ai pas compris.
Huh?
Do you see another Ramon here?
Oh, ça va commencer mal.
Are you mocking me? What do you mean, sir?
But there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from the Scarlet King civilization, the
Ah!
energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Archon.
Mais quel est le rapport entre le roi des Shreks et l'archon Dendro? J'ai pas compris. Parce que là, du coup, oui, c'est un bâtiment du roi des Shreks, mais apparemment, il y a plein d'énergie Dendro.
There's so much vegetation here. It's
Ouais.
different than what I expected.
What the... Oh non, non, non! D'accord, j'ai été TP quelque part. Oh! Mec, c'est beau!
Looks so beautiful.
Mon Dieu, que c'est beau!
These are Scarlet King
Apparemment, oui.
runes.
What does it say?
Ah, il y a écrit
Here
quelque chose.
lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Parfait. Il ne se passe pas gros... Ah, une cinématique. Ouh.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too
C'est le roi
can
des Shreks?
knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world.
Oh, un truc de
The
dieu de
Scarlet
Célestia, non?
King brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies.
Wesh.
Even the land was stripped of its vigor.
C'était les lézards, les
Desperate,
écailles, là.
deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Ruka Devata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible.
Bah, elle vous a aidé, mais
She
pourquoi vous lui en
summoned
voulez?
the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life.
Ok, donc elle les a
The
sauvés.
disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last.
Ah.
As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world.
Oh mon
In the
Dieu.
end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself.
Bah alors c'est pas la Molrani qui
I
l'a
have
trahi?
spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end.
Mais c'est Sino?
As I close my eyes for the
Non, c'est
final
un
time,
ancêtre de Sino.
the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping the Scarlet King to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength,
C'est
and
très
her
beau,
form
c'est
became
très
that
beau.
of a small child.
C'est
How
magnifique.
strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
Waouh. La Molrani n'est pas du tout méchante.
Priest's memories.
No, impossible.
Bah si.
So the former Dendro Archon and the Scarlet King
Oui, c'était pas
were
une.
never enemies at all.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, and heart, how could I ever begin to accept this?
Ah, il
The
accepte.
truth is so far. Tomorrow, I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side.
Ah bah merci beaucoup.
I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it.
Mais je sais pas, lui je l'aime bien et je l'aime pas. En fait c'est un bordel. Hein.
But we share a common cause now. From here on out, we're allies.
Oui.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them.
Oh, il va se passer des choses. Oh,
So
je
these
vais
are
les
the
frapper.
people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh, pas des gens de l'académie avec des lunettes. Scribe, ok. Ah là, il tame.
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
That's right.
Oui, il y a aussi le général Mahamatra. Oui, non, mais vous allez mourir.
General Mahamatra? No, make it quick, please.
Laisse-moi faire, d'accord, oui,
Be
il y a
my
possible.
guest.
Allez, oui, balance tout. Les sages veulent créer une divinité. Voilà.
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything.
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. If only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with
Ok,
us.
en fait, ils veulent faire, pardon, de Scaramouche l'équivalent de la Molrani Rukkhadevata.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the
Putain,
doctor.
je vais le frapper.
He brought a gnosis.
Quoi?
And said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities.
Pardon. Il est venu avec un gnosis? Mais ça fait aucun sens. Mais lequel? Ça peut pas être le cryo, c'est la Sarissa qu'il a. L'électro, bah c'est Scaramouche qu'il a. Ou alors il a pris à Scaramouche. Peut-être qu'il a directement pris le Dendro Anaïda.
Do you have any plans, traveler?
Oh oui, j'en ai un. On court vers Scaramouche. On lui fracasse les neurones. J'aimerais d'abord partager ce que je sais avec vous.
So you were still withholding some information?
Ok, on leur a tout raconté. Donc on avait rencontré l'araignée Kusani, etc. Le samsara, bon bref.
Felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there will be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed, these events are a flagrant transgression of the rules
Oh
in
les
every
gars, je
sense.
suis trop hype.
We cannot allow it to continue.
Les gars, il va y avoir une coalition de la mort qui tue.
Everyone, are we on the same page?
Crush the sages and rescue our god.
Ouais.
That is our ultimate goal.
Les gars, cette quête en vrai est géniale. Genre au début personne se faisait confiance, etc. Et genre à la fin là tout le monde est comme ça. Oh, c'est trop bien. Je ne ménagerai pas mes efforts. Ouais, vas-y, tout est force pour une fois,
Let's
s'il vous plaît.
brainstorm a little more about what other resources we can draw on.
The next time we gather here, we must have a solid plan.